Good evening, I'm Peter Hitchener. Another scathing attack today on the tourism industry by opposition leader John Hewson. He's accused the industry of being selfish over its demand to be spared from the consumption tax.
The song's called Hanging Tough, an appropriate anthem for the opposition leader's arrival. Dr Hewson threw away the keynote speech he'd planned for the New South Wales Liberal Convention, concentrating instead on what he called the war with the tourism industry over the goods and services tax. It wants almost complete exemption from the Coalition's GST, and Dr Hewson attacks that as selfish and unfair.
That we stand up for the national interest, not for special interests or privileged interests.
And he accused tourist operators of demanding special treatment for foreigners coming here while ignoring Australian tourists who already pay much more locally.
They want that then to be tax-free to the foreign tourist, but not to the Australian. If they have breakfast here, they want that to be tax-free. If they had lunch or the videos or whatever, they want it all tax-free, yet the Australian would be paying tax.
Looking on, Shadow Tourism Minister David Jull, co-chairman of the industry committee that asked for tax breaks. Embarrassing and seemingly contradictory, but Mr Jull still has his leader's full support.
Yes, of course he does.
The decision has been made by the Shadow Cabinet. I abide by that decision of the Shadow Cabinet. I think that this is just a grubby little political campaign.
Peter Harvey, National 9 News.
Celebrations are continuing in Melbourne tonight after Mannerism's victory in the Caulfield Cup. Owners, jockey Damien Oliver and trainer Lee Freedman have been toasting the success of the 5-year-old mare in the $1 million race. Despite morning rain, a huge crowd turned out at Caulfield to see her win a thrilling battle with the highly fancied New Zealander Viander Cross.
Mannerism in the centre, followed by Equinity. Viander Cross has taken the lead in the Cup. Viander Cross in front with 100 metres left to go from Mannerism, trying to get to it. Viander Cross just in front. Viander Cross the outside, they hit it. Bobbing finish.
For Lee Freedman, his first Caulfield Cup victory with a horse which last year was almost sold to a syndicate of Americans. Cricket, and Tasmania has beaten Western Australia by 7 wickets in their Mercantile Mutual Cup match in Perth. Set 219 to win, the Tasmanians reached their target in the 49th over, Captain David Boone top scoring with 80. The comedy dance film Strictly Ballroom has waltzed away with a swag of honours at the Australian Film Industry Awards. Nominated in 13 categories, Strictly took out 8 awards, including Best Feature Film, Editing and Supporting Actor and Actress. Prime Minister Keating, who with wife Anita were guests of honour at the presentation, pledged continued support for the film industry. And finally, looking at tomorrow's weather, a wet Sunday coming up for most capitals, with only Perth expecting a fine day. That's all the news for now. Good night.
This has been a National 9 News presentation.